Hi, my name is Emily Skinner and I would like to discuss my work with regards to the research paper we wrote last year. To start my symposium, I would like to outline what I discovered while writing my research paper and how this helped me develop my work this year. To begin with, I wanted to outline what I covered in my research paper. My research paper discussed digital art with regards to the technological revolution. It discussed new media in art and its impact on how art is being created in the 21st century. It discussed how internet art and the internet is becoming more and more accessible in education. I discussed how internet forums are changing how we view art as well as make art, and then used the Stuckist First Manifesto written in 1999 by Charles Thompson and Billy Childish as a reference point for how to define digital art in the 21st century. The most important aspect of my research paper for me was discovering a term called photoshopping. Another area I developed since my research paper was vector art. The most important aspect of my paper was discussions over how to create art in the eyes of the Stuckists, who feel artists must paint to create art. Here is a piece I call photoshopping. My research paper discusses how, although the term was developed from Adobe and means to edit an image, it abides to all types of image editing. Image editing has shaped how we view reality dramatically in the 21st century. Whether for good or ill, our opinions of beauty and aesthetic reality have been warped. In this piece, I took a large canvas, painted abstractly upon it using acrylic paint and cardboard, and then using what it is to fix an image on Photoshop, I began to go over the original image in tiny crosses using a small paintbrush. Having done this, I began to consider pixels, those things that make up the image on a computer screen. My research paper discussed how digital art is to use digital technology as a tool or a medium in the creation of the work. So in using pixels as a subject matter, I began to create this piece. This piece is called Pixels, and it is made up of 15 by 15 centimetre squared canvases, each having a varying number of layers of paint on them. My research paper discusses the ever-increasing quantity of images on the internet and the resulting virtual depth of the internet, and I was interested in this. Some canvases have no physical painted background on them. And some have 10 or 20 layers beneath them. All varying in texture and opaqueness, the whole piece is small. The whole piece shall be displayed together, but each canvas will be framed individually. My research also developed my thinkings into vector art, and I have spent some time using a Wacom tablet and Adobe drawing different things, as well as using vector artists and artworks as inspiration. This piece is looking into the smoothness of line you can achieve with vector graphics. It is also describing the exactness of colour schemes many vector artists use. I did try to create some vector work of my own. I created this. It is based on the alien crop circles, but I do not like it. The exactness I love to create in my paintings is lost if I am not painting them myself. What I do love about the vector graphics is that designing such as these can be enlarged exponentially with no detriment to the piece. I may develop this further with the hope of creating designs for surfboards, but for now I shall agree with the Stuckists and continue to paint. My research paper led me to consider the depth and virtual reality of the internet, and these are my reactions to that. My research paper allowed me to develop my thinkings not only as an artist, but as a digital artist and what it is to make digital art. My plan for the future is to continue to paint pixels and this photoshopping, and by increasing texture and detail and depth as I go, with the hope of completing them for my final exhibition in July. Thank you for listening.